Hey everyone, it's Zeraldo here, and today I'm going to be doing a class guide many of you have been asking for, the Vindicator of They. Now, just as a bit of history, this was a class from the third birthday event. It was the first birthday event to get a class, and since then we've gotten Shonen and Dragon Shinobi as the classes, and it was available for 1 year. You had to earn tokens and do daily quests to get tokens, and it took a few weeks to do. Members got it quicker. That or you could pay ACs. Now, this class is permanently rare. It's never coming back. The only way to get it is from the Doom Wheel if you win the 0.1% ultimate item of donated awesomeness sort of thing. So it's basically gone, but a lot of you have been asking for this guide, so I'm going to make it. You cannot obtain it. No longer obtainable in game. Just stressing that. It's quite a powerful class, and it's quite interesting. It fit the theme. By Vindicator of They, I'm assuming it means Vindicator of They must be giants. Back in the day, then this armor looked really, really cool, and it still does. Back then the draw was that it was one of the more detailed armors in the game. The set as a whole is quite nice, and I do like the cape and the overall look, especially the sword. So, since there's no way to obtain it, I'll just get straight into the enhancements now. So, I've done extensive testing with the enhancements, and to my surprise I've found that Wizard is definitely the best. You don't really want to go Fighter, because all these moves are mostly magically based, especially this last one. You don't want to go Luck, because you lose a lot of damage overall. In fact, Wizard crits higher than Luck. This is using this weapon, and it's a stable damage range, so this is very reliable stuff. The only thing that suffers a little bit is your auto attack, and the yeah, that's about it. Your auto attack just suffers a bit, and it's not too bad. So definitely recommend full Wizard. Don't even bother with Luck on this. Maybe 1 Luck if you want to try get the crit numbers a bit higher. For ore enhancements, Spiral Carve. This class does have mana problems at times, so maybe the mana vamp. Health vamp's also good, but you do have a heal. Now, your passives from this class are absolutely amazing. You take 20% damage increase from I've Got a Fang, and 20% haste increase from And Hot Char. Weird names, but it's a themed class for an event. Now, that means you're attacking for 20% more damage, 20% faster. Now, I've done the math. That is, you don't add those two together to understand your total damage per second increase. You'd think it'd be 40%, but that's actually from your auto attack anyway, a 44% increase in your damage per second. So this is very, very powerful. Your rank 10 passive is basically a full mana restore. It doesn't happen that often, but it can be helpful in the midst of battle. But Spiral Carve I would recommend, just to get critting more often and doing higher crits. So as you can see, it doesn't crit that often. In terms of how this class actually functions, all the moves are quite simple and they work quite well. Your first move is 15 mana, and it's just a damage over time, and it slows your enemy for a while. As you can see, it's a relatively powerful damage over time, and it happens quite frequently. It doesn't have the longest duration, but it's cheap and something you can rely on to really increase your damage. Second move's a heal for 20 MP. It's a small thing, and it's got a 3-second cooldown, so it's repeatable. Hopefully your enemies aren't too strong, and that you're actually healing more than the damage you're taking. It does a bit of damage, so it's a good, reliable move. Your third move is a stun, 20 mana, 10-second cooldown. It petrifies your opponent for 4 seconds and applies damage over time to you. So this is a bit of a risk. There you go. That said, it's quite a small damage over time, and I just want your half, over here your heal, should be able to counteract that. So here you get into the real move that everyone loves. It's called Massive Incandescent Gas. It's a sun. Just before I demonstrate, just want to say, you've probably noticed this class has some interesting animations. This was the first to use this sort of petrify stone animation, as well as this crazy thing here. But enough of that. Sun. As you saw, that was a 2k non-crit, which can be done with many classes these days, but back in the day, just to have a button where you press that was quite impressive. Now, it varies from about 1.8k to 2.1k non-crit, and when it has crit for me, it's been a 4.5k crit. So, I'm wondering, why am I so insistent that we do this? Well, for your luck build, you don't really crit that much either. And you do 1.3k non-crit. However, the thing that shocked me was when I did crit with this, it was 4.5k for Wizard. When I crit with full luck, I crit for 4.1 or 3.9. It was actually less. So if you want a nice big nuke move, you're better off just going for a Vindicator of Day. Now, the one thing that is absolutely amazing about this essentially nuke move is that it's only got a 10-second cooldown, and it's only 30 MP. And granted, 30 MP can be quite expensive, but when you use it a lot, it's great. It also actually has a damage over time effect, which you probably would have noticed by now, for another 100. So that's a couple hundred. Let's see how many ticks it actually is. Okay, so with 120... Okay, so that's about 500, 600 extra damage there. As you can see, the class really does hold its own. It was in no danger of dying despite being in quite low health. This thing was a pain for PvP when it was first released, with a stun, a mega move, heals, and large damage over time. So this thing was virtually unbeatable. That's why I've been holding off, because I don't like people using this class in PvP. That said, you can counter this with Pyromancer, because the nuke is virtually useless. Well, it's actually a huge hindrance once Pyromancer activates its shields. So is this a good PvP class? Yes, it's very good. There you go. Can insta-kill even high-level players, because you can't really get 4,500 HP even with some amulets. So, yeah, it's a great PvP class, great class for bossing. It's quite powerful. It doesn't have any team play or aspects, but it is a very well-rounded class. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye.